When it comes to the stars of 90 Day Fiancé, the cameras capture everything: romance, drama, heartbreak, but it's the moments of raw honesty that truly stop viewers in their tracks. In the latest wave of emotional revelations, fan favorite 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After Season 9 star Julia Trobkina has opened up about a deeply personal health battle that has haunted her since her teenage years. Her candid confession has left fans concerned, emotional, and rallying around her with heartfelt messages of support. For Julia, who first burst onto the reality TV scene alongside Brandon Gibbs, her life in America has been anything but ordinary. She's been the fiery, outspoken, and endlessly entertaining wife whose no-nonsense attitude brought comedic relief to tense family moments. But behind the smiles and quick wit, Julia has been quietly carrying a painful truth, a health struggle that could change the course of her life in the most profound way. A revelation years in the making. Julia recently took to Instagram to post a series of behind-the-scenes photos from filming Happily Ever After, smiling alongside Brandon and members of the production crew. But her caption took a sharp turn from light-hearted to deeply personal. "I usually don't like to explain or clarify anything," she began, "but now I've decided to do it." Her post wasn't a typical social media update. It was a vulnerable letter to her followers, one in which she revealed that she's been living with health conditions that have affected her since she was just 14 years old. The first condition, she shared, is a thyroid problem, one that has disrupted her menstrual cycle for years. Julia explained that her periods have never been regular, often skipping months entirely. And when they do come, they sometimes last for 2 weeks and bring what she described as terrible pain. On top of that, Julia has suffered from chronic cystitis since her teens, a condition that, according to her, can't be cured, only managed. While these admissions were already sobering enough, the emotional weight of her next revelation was even heavier. The devastating words she never forgot. In a gut-wrenching 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 episode, Julia revealed something she had never shared publicly before. A doctor in Russia once told her she might never be able to have biological children. The news came during her late teens or early 20s, and the impact was crushing. Julia admitted that she didn't seek a second opinion, not because she didn't want answers, but because she was emotionally and financially unable to go through the process again. She quietly carried the burden for years, choosing not to speak about it even with close friends. For someone like Julia, whose personality is bold and unfiltered, this silent suffering came as a shock to many fans. But it also made her incredibly relatable to viewers who know that fertility struggles are often a silent pain, a wound hidden from the public eye but felt deeply in private moments. Cameras capture her breaking point. While Julia had managed to keep her health struggles private for most of her time on the show, the latest season of Happily Ever After brought everything to the surface. In a particularly emotional episode, cameras followed Julia as she underwent a sonogram. The results revealed that she had uterine polyps, a finding that could be connected to her irregular cycles and pain. Her doctor ordered additional blood tests, and Julia was told it would take a couple of weeks for specialists to determine the best course of action. On camera, Julia's face reflected a mix of fear, resignation, and a small flicker of hope. For years, she had believed she would never become a mother because of what that Russian doctor told her. But now, with Brandon by her side, she was willing to face the possibility of hearing something different, whether it be good news or confirmation of her fears. A pet mom with a big heart. While many 90 Day Fiancé cast members share pregnancy announcements, baby milestones, and motherhood journeys online, Julia has embraced another form of parenthood, being a devoted pet mom. Longtime viewers know that Julia and Brandon have an adorable German shepherd named Simba, whom Julia calls her son. She's poured her love and nurturing instincts into caring for her furry family member, often sharing sweet photos and playful videos of their adventures. Her bond with Simba has become even more poignant now that fans know the full extent of her fertility struggles. It's a reminder that motherhood isn't defined solely by giving birth, it's about love, responsibility, and the daily acts of care that strengthen relationships, whether with children or cherished pets. Fans rally with support. The response to Julia's post was overwhelming. Thousands of comments poured in, many from women who had faced similar diagnoses or fertility challenges. "You're not alone, Julia," one fan wrote. "I was told the same thing at 20, and now I have 2 kids. Don't lose hope." Another follower shared, "Thank you for talking about this. So many of us stay silent out of fear or shame. Your bravery means more than you know." Others simply sent prayers and love, praising Brandon for his unwavering support. Their relationship has had its ups and downs, like any couple featured on reality TV, but in this moment, fans saw a different side of them, a united front against a deeply personal challenge. Brandon's quiet strength. While Julia is the more outspoken half of the couple, Brandon's quiet, steady demeanor has often balanced her fiery energy. Viewers have watched him navigate tense situations with his parents, adapt to Julia's strong opinions, and now, offer emotional support through one of the hardest seasons of her life. On the show, he listened intently as Julia expressed her fears. He didn't pressure her for quick decisions or push her toward any one path. Instead, he offered reassurance that whatever the outcome, they would face it together. Could there be a silver lining? Julia's health update was undoubtedly heartbreaking, but there's a small glimmer of hope in her recent steps. By agreeing to undergo new testing, she's opening the door to possibilities she once shut out completely. Modern medicine has advanced significantly in the years since that first Russian doctor gave her the devastating news. Fertility treatments, minimally invasive surgeries, and hormone therapies could potentially change the prognosis. Fans are clinging to the idea that Julia's journey isn't over, that this could be the start of a new chapter in which she gets answers, options, and perhaps even the chance to expand her family in the way she's always dreamed of. The bigger conversation about women's health on reality TV. Julia's decision to speak openly about her struggles is part of a growing trend among 90 Day Fiancé cast members to share personal health battles. Stars like Lauren Bravanik, Yara Zaya, and Annie Suan have also opened up about postpartum issues, pregnancy complications, and mental health challenges. These moments are resonating with fans because they break through the glossy reality TV facade. They remind viewers that, despite the dramatic editing and sometimes outrageous plotlines, these are real people dealing with real issues that many viewers face themselves. By speaking out, Julia is helping to normalize conversations about fertility, chronic illness, and the emotional weight they carry. What's next for Julia and Brandon? For now, Julia's next steps will depend on the results of her blood tests and the recommendations of her doctors. It's a waiting game, one filled with uncertainty, but also the potential for hope. If the specialists can treat the uterine polyps and address her thyroid issues, Julia's chances of conceiving might be better than she's been led to believe. If not, she and Brandon may explore other paths to parenthood, from adoption to surrogacy. No matter what happens, one thing is clear: Julia has an army of supporters rooting for her, both online and in the 90 Day Fiancé fan community. Julia's story isn't over. Julia Trubkinner's emotional health update has peeled back the curtain on a struggle she's endured for more than a decade. It's a reminder of how much can remain hidden behind a confident smile and a bubbly personality. While the road ahead is uncertain, her willingness to speak up, and to seek answers, marks a turning point. Whether her journey leads to motherhood in the traditional sense or through other forms of love and care, Julia's resilience and openness have already inspired countless fans. As one follower perfectly summed it up, "You've already shown you're a mother in every way that matters. No diagnosis can take that away."